Students, myself Mofida Khatun going to teach you a very interesting topic today. So that is human health and disease from the lesson 8. First we need to know about human health. So what do you mean by health? According to World Health Organization in short form WHO, in 1948, health is defined as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely an absence of disease or physical fitness. Okay, so health has three dimensions that are physical health, mental health, and social health. Physical health involves perfect functioning of all the organs and system of body, and mental health means a state of harmony and balance between the individual and surrounding. Individual is free from anxiety and tension. Social health means a man having good job, a good house, a happy family, good neighbors, and understanding friends. Okay, then what are the factors which can affect our health? The factors that are given below, there are three factors. Number one, genetic disorder. Number two, infections. Number three, lifestyle. So genetic disorder means the disease or deficiencies which can transfer from their parents to their child at the time of birth. Next, infections. Infections means that some disease which can transfer from one person to another person by so many purposes, and then the person may become infectious or unhealthy. Then number three, lifestyle. Lifestyle include that nature of food and water taken, not undertaking proper rest and exercise, unhealthy habits, etc. Next, we need to know about disease. What do you mean by disease? Disease means any conditions against interferes with the normal functioning of the body and impairs the health is called disease. It involves morphological, physiological, or psychological disturbance in some body parts. It may be due to environment factors or pathogens or genetic anomalies or malice or lifestyle diseases. This shows that disease is opposite to health, but one can be in poor health even without a simple cause of an identifiable disease. Next, what are the types of diseases? Generally, there are two types of disease. Number one, infectious. Number two, non-infectious. So, infectious means the disease which can transfer from one person to another person. See here in your slide, the disease which can transfer from one person to another is called infectious disease. These diseases are caused by pathogens such as virus, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, etc. Next, on the other hand, what is non-infectious disease? Non-infectious disease is opposite to infectious disease. So it means the disease which can't transfer from one person to another. It means fever, diabetes, etc. Now see, what is called pathogen? I think everybody know about pathogen. So the disease causing organisms, see here I have written that the disease causes, okay, not causes, please correct it yourself, it is causing. The disease causing organisms are called pathogen. Example, bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa, etc. Now we will know about some common diseases in human. So what are the common diseases in humans? See in your next slide, that is, see here. Disease caused by bacteria. There are so many diseases caused by bacteria present in our environment or world, but we will know about typhoid and pneumonia. Now So because these two are important for our syllabus and for us. See here, typhoid. Okay, pathogen of typhoid is Salmonella typhi. See here, this is the picture of Salmonella typhi bacteria. Okay, Salmonella typhi is a disease causing organism, and typhoid is a bacterial infectious disease. Okay, Salmonella typhi is a type of bacteria which can cause typhoid. Okay, then Salmonella typhi, Salmonella is generic name, whereas typhi is specific name. So please student underline this scientific name Salmonella and typhi separately. Then what is the mode of transmission? So how can typhoid transmit? So pathogen, it means Salmonella typhi generally enters the small intestine through food and water contaminated with them and migrate to other organs through blood. Next, symptoms are sustained high fever 39 degree to 40 degree centigrade, weakness, then stomach pain, constipation, headache, and loss of appetite are some of the common symptoms of this disease. And intestinal perforation and death may occur in severe cases. So how can we confirm typhoid fever? So diagnosis is Udell test. With the help of Udell test, we can confirm typhoid. Okay, next, prophylaxis. Prophylaxis means prevention. So prevention, see here, number 1, proper sanitation of human feces. Feces means excretory product of human being. Screening of water and food sources. TB vaccines provide immunity for about 3 years child. Typhoral means, or this is a type of oral vaccine, very important for this disease. Next, therapy. Chloramphenicol is the standard drug against typhoid, and ampicillin and chloromycetin are also effective. Then another type of bacterial disease is pneumonia, that is pathogen of this pneumonia. Pneumonia is also a infectious bacterial disease. So pathogen of this disease is Streptococcus pneumonia. Please underline this name also, Streptococcus pneumonia. Streptococcus is generic name, and whereas pneumonia is specific name. And Haemophilus influenzae, this is also another scientific name and pathogen of pneumonia. Please underline this name also, Haemophilus influenzae. So these two bacteria can cause pneumonia. So mode of transmission, how can it transmit from one person to another, or how can it transmit? See here, as bacteria like Streptococcus pneumonia and Haemophilus influenzae are responsible for pneumonia disease in humans, which infects alveoli. Okay, this is the alveoli sac. Okay, alveoli, air-filled sacs of the lungs. Okay, then as a result of the infection, the alveoli get filled with fluid, lead to severe problems in respiration. Okay, then what are the symptoms? Symptoms are include fever, chills, cough, headache, etc. Okay, what are the severe cases? Lips and fingernails turn grey to bluish color. Okay, next we will know about some protozoan disease. See here, disease caused by protozoa. Malaria, amoebiasis, etc. are the disease caused by protozoa. So first we will know about malaria disease. So for malaria, pathogen is Plasmodium. Okay, Plasmodium is generic name, and Plasmodium have 4 species. One is Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium ovale, and Plasmodium falciparum. Among malaria, malignant malaria caused by Plasmodium falciparum, which is very dangerous and fatal. Person may be dead. Okay. Then organ is affected. What are the organs affected by Plasmodium? That are liver and red blood corpuscles. Method of transmission. How can it transmit? By beating of female Anopheles mosquito, also known as malaria transmitting vector. Okay. So next, what are the prophylaxis of malaria? Prophylaxis means prevention. First, a wide gauging of doors, windows, etc. to check entry of the mosquitoes. Next, number 2, use of insect repellents prevent mosquito bite. Then number C, sleeping under mosquito nets. Number D, killing of mosquito larvae by filling small size ditches, etc. Number E, killing of adult mosquitoes by spraying insecticides like DDT, means diphenyl trichloroethane, and BHC, benzene hexachloride. Therapy. A number of anti-malarial drugs are available. Example, quinine extracted from bark of quinine tree. Next, malarial parasite life cycle, that means life cycle of Plasmodium. So this is a diagram which is not so visible. Okay, that is why please student collect the diagram from your book, and I will describe it here. Now please listen carefully. Okay, life cycle of malaria parasite, that it means life cycle of Plasmodium. Okay, then the malarial parasite, first it is very interesting to know that malarial parasite requires two hosts. One is human, another is mosquito, that is Anopheles female mosquito. Okay, to complete their life cycle. So life cycle of Plasmodium starts with injecting sporozoid, which is the sporozoid is the infectious stage of malaria cycle. Okay, so infectious stage of sporozoid, I am again repeating that sporozoid is the infectious stage of malarial parasite, because it is very important. Okay, 1 mark question answer. The question will come like this: what is the infectious stage of malarial parasite or malarial parasite cycle? You need to write sporozoid. So see here, life cycle of Plasmodium start with injecting sporozoid through the bite of infected female Anopheles mosquitoes. Okay, the parasite then initially multiplied with the liver cells and then attack the red blood cells, resulting in their rupture of red blood cell. Rupture means breakdown into small pieces. Then there is release of toxic substance named hemozoin from the ruptured RBCs. It is responsible for the chill and high fever. Okay, hemozoin become develop into merozoid stage, which is responsible for rupturing of RBC. Then from the infected human, the parasite enters into the body of Anopheles mosquito during beating and sucking blood. Further development takes place in the body of Anopheles mosquito. Then in the next stage, the female mosquito takes off gametocyte with blood meal. Okay, formation of gametes and fertilization takes place in the intestine of mosquito. Then the zygote develops further and forms thousands of sporozoids. And then these sporozoids migrate into the salivary gland of mosquito, when the mosquito bite another human sporozoid are injected and person is infected. Okay. Next, we need to know about another pathogen disease, that is amoebiasis, also known as amoebic dysentery. And pathogen of amoebic dysentery is Entamoeba stollitica. Okay, one type of protozoan parasite, and organ affected by this parasite is large intestine of man. And then what is the method of transmission? Method of transmission is houseflies act as mechanical carriers and serve to transmit the parasite from feces of infected person to food and food products, thereby contaminating them. Drinking water and food contaminated by the fecal matters are main source of infection. The next, what are the symptoms? Loose motion and abdominal pain, stools with excess mucus and blood clots. Then what are the prophylaxis of this? Before prophylaxis, we will know about diagnosis of this amoebic dysentery. Bloody stools and presence of tetranucleotides in the feces is the diagnosis of amoebic dysentery. Then prophylaxis means prevention. There are some prophylaxis given in your slide. See, proper sanitary conditions, proper coverage of eatables to prevent the contamination of food by vectors, proper washing of fruits and vegetables before eating, therapy, antibiotics like tetramycin, erythromycin, aureomycin, and most effective metronidazole are used against amoebic dysentery. And now we will know about Helminth disease, or Helminths are intestine inner side parasite that are Ascariasis and elephantiasis are two types of Helminth disease which are caused by worm. Ascariasis caused by roundworm, elephantiasis caused by filarial worm. That is why elephantiasis also known as filariasis. Okay, so see here, Ascariasis. Pathogen of Ascariasis is Ascaris lumbricoides. Please, after Ascaris, add here lumbricoides. Okay, scientific name of Ascaris is Ascaris lumbricoides. Then underline separately Ascaris, then lumbricoides. Okay, mode of transmissions. How it transmit? Okay, soil, water, vegetable, fruits, etc. contaminated with feces containing eggs of parasite. Through this soil, water, vegetable, etc. Ascariasis can transmit. Okay, then what are the symptoms? Internal bleeding, muscular pain, fever, anemia, blockage of intestinal passage, etc. are the symptoms of Ascariasis. Now see here, diagnosis and prophylaxis of this Ascariasis. So diagnosis, Ascariasis is diagnosed by stool test, dermal test, or scratch test. Okay, prophylaxis, proper disposal of human feces. Number B, proper coverage of eatable from vectors, flies, etc. Proper washing of eatables, washing hands before meals. So filariasis, elephantiasis, pathogen, filarial worms or Wuchereria, and there are two species of Wuchereria, Wuchereria bancrofti and Wuchereria malai. So mode of transmission, by bite of female Culex mosquito. Okay, the symptoms of filariasis are filarial worms live in lymph vessels, usually of lower limbs. It causes chronic inflammation of the organs in which they live for many years, deform limbs and genital organs. Okay, resulting in gross deformities. Okay, gross deformities. The pathogens are transmitted to healthy person through the bite by the female mosquito vector. See, deformities. Leg becomes swelling. Okay, because of mosquito biting, Culex mosquito biting, female Culex. And now we need to know about fungal disease. Disease caused by fungi are known as fungal disease. So the ringworm, we will study about ringworm only. So see here, pathogen of ringworm. See, ringworm disease. Okay, pathogen of ringworms are Microsporum, Trichophyton, Epidermophyton are the some genera of this fungal disease, ringworm. So mode of transmission from soil or by using towels, cloths, comb of other person. Okay. Symptoms: appearance of dry scale lesions on various parts of the body such as skin rashes, nails and scalp, intense itching, etc. So prevention, what are the prevention? Isolation of the patient, articles used by the patient must be sterilized. Okay, next, last disease caused by virus. There are so many diseases caused by virus, and we will study only common cold. Example of viral disease: common cold, smallpox, chickenpox, rabies, etc. Okay, so we will study only common cold. Others are not so important in your syllabus. So common cold is a type of viral disease. Okay, many viruses also cause disease in human beings. So rhinovirus, pathogen of common cold is rhinoviruses, represent one such group of virus which cause one of the most infectious human elements, that is known as common cold. Okay, mode of transmission, how they infect the nose and respiratory passage but not the lungs. The common cold is characterized by nasal congestion and discharge, sore throat, hoarseness, cough, headache, tiredness, etc. Okay, so it lasts for about 3 to 7 days. So disease part is complete in this lesson. Okay, next I will start immunity of this chapter. So today this much only. If you have any doubt and query, then you can ask me free frankly. And thank you very much. Thank you.